we're back with the final pre-season wrap of what was an entertaining encounter between Melbourne and Fremantle. We've plenty to talk about from their pre-season clash down at Rushton Park. Fremantle ended up taking the win, in which Melbourne had a real strong midfield showing but couldn't capitalise on the scoreboard. In today's video, we'll be looking at Shai Bolton. What does he bring to Fremantle? The return of Clayton and the return of Track from injury. Gawn looking back to his best. And some young guns at Fremantle and Melbourne that really did stand tall. But before we dive in, do me a solid, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Make sure you've got that notification bell on. Loads of AFL content in 2025 for you. So without any more further ado, let's run the intro, get into it. Melbourne came into this one with a lot to prove after a strong showing against North Melbourne, and was Clayton Oliver back was probably the question we were all asking. Petracca, though, really did caught the eye, racking up 33 touches, 9 clearances, while Oliver had 3 goals, 28 touches in what was a real dominant performance, seeing Oliver and Petracca again. They had some real control in the middle as well. Gawn was dominant and looked beastly in this game. And Fremantle were very clean, though. Although they didn't get the midfield ball in the opening exchanges, they were incredibly precise and very, very, very consistent. The final term was a little bit of a non-event, as basically everyone shelved their players with the game coming up to the line. So in the end, 109-90 for the Fremantle. In a game that's really going to give some confidence to Fremantle, showing that they can match it with the best. And for Melbourne, incredibly wasteful, 11-24. There was chances to win that game. They were exceptional in the middle. They just couldn't capitalise up forward. So let's get into the 5 takeaways from this game. The trio, Gawn, Petracca and Oliver, it's still king. Their midfield dominance was clear in this game. Christian Petracca, 594 metres gained, 33 touches, 9 clearances and 12 score involvement, showcasing why he's still the best attacking midfielder in the competition, in my opinion. Goal-kicking mids are as rare as rocking horse poo, and his ability to do the right things at the right time is a real eye-catcher. That combination, when Harvey Langford as well develops a little bit, is so exciting, and long may it continue. It's great to see Track out there. He's definitely one of the best footballers to watch with your 2 eyes. Clayton Oliver backed up last week's strong performance, 28 touches, 588 metres gained, 11 clearances and 3 goals. This is probably the best I've seen Clayton Oliver for about 2 years. He looks happy, he looks fit, he's looking to do the right thing. He is definitely a premium midfielder when everything is going his way. It's good to see him back out there. And Gawn, 46 hitouts, 10 score involvements, 4 marks and a goal. Looked really dangerous. And the takeouts from this are Petracca after he's what is really a career. It's a life-threatening injury that he had. To see him come back, be powerful, have confidence in that body of his, the creativity that he showed, zero hesitation as well going into these contests. It's a real positive to see for Melbourne Damon fans and AFL fans. He looked in great nick. Clayton, he was electric. It's the old Clayton that we know, rambunctious in the middle, looking to dish it out. But then this aggressive attacking game, which is kind of where we were looking 2 years ago when he started having these problems, looked really there. Real good burst from the stoppage, really direct play. And Gawn, he's still dominant, giving the mids first use. He's still a pain in the arse whenever he is. Him slotting forward. This was a real strong showing for them. So Melbourne have a little bit of hope here because they'll be tough to beat, especially if everyone stays fit. Murphy Reid, we gave him a massive pump up in our draft, and we talked about he's Mr. Consistency. He's the one to watch. Playing across half forward, then spurting through the midfield. 4 tackles, 296 metres gained. His creativity, his ability to hit that handball, to be composed in tight spaces, the link-up play with Brayshaw and Sarong at half forward, the ability to get driving inside deep in 50. He's a real talent, real good spatial awareness. His decision-making trumps his age. he's definitely going to be in and around Fremantle's best 22. And for a team that we always talk about is incredibly vanilla, Murphy Reid is definitely one of them players that can link up with Shai Bolton and add this dynamicness to Fremantle that we're desperately, desperately hoping they have. An incredibly talented team Fremantle have. And they've now got a nice few pawns in the places that really complement what is a very well-balanced and very, very talented list. It's going to be interesting how JL uses them, but definitely one, because there's also a guy called Cooper Simpson lurking around as well, who really excites me. Fremantle have got some really exciting young talent, but the Murph Dog stood out for this. Aidan Johnson, is he the forward that they've been lacking? Now, Jacob van Ruin went down and Aidan Johnson got his chance and he really did take it for me. 1 goal, 2 behinds, 4 marks. Presented incredibly well. Always giving Melbourne an outlet in that forward 50. He looked composed despite limited AFL experience, but vast VFL experience. They snuck him away from West Coast Eagles, and you know what? I think this might be it. They've tried so many options here. Shaki, Wiedemann, they've tried it. They've tried to get this second bit of coup de grace in that forward line. I think Aidan Johnson's it because he's the second, third man. I see a lot of Jack Darling in him, the way that he leads out of space, freeing up a role for a proper full forward and the smalls to work off him. He's a very, very intelligent player. He's got some canny gifts as well. I'm a big fan of Aidan Johnson. I took out this game and I was like, okay, I like what you do off the ball. And you get rewarded with your hard work off the ball. It pays you back in abundance when it goes right. Really liked what I saw from Aidan. One to watch for this year, definitely. Shai Bolton, the spark needed to ignite what is a packed TNT Fremantle midfield. He is the guy, man. He is him. 2 goals, 1 behind, 4 clearances, 9 score involvements. His work around stoppage is absolutely underrated. And love him or hate him, Bolton is a player you turn your telly on to watch. He's unpredictable, he's explosive, damaging in space, worked with Walters, off Jackson, off Sarong and Brayshaw beautifully. The give and goes, the working up high, creating space in behind, pulling the zonal system into chaos. He brings something that mid-forward has lacked at Fremantle. Flair, combined with class, combined with chaos and speed. He sets up opportunities. Every time he gets the ball, it felt like something was going to happen. And he makes scoring chances out of nothing. He looked incredibly dangerous. And he was a big part of why Fremantle won this game. Get him fit, get him in games into him. Fremantle are a serious contender if they can get the best of Shai Bolton. And that leads me on to my final point. Fremantle's midfield is the most balanced in the AFL for me. It is an absolute mixture of elite. It's your nana's gravy. It's thick, it's got substance, and it just complements everything you want on it. Caleb Sarong was brilliant in this game. 20 disposals, 4 clearances, 286 metres gained and a goal, allowing Brayshaw to have 22 disposals, 350 metres gained and a goal. Jordan Clark working on the outside, 28 touches, 485 metres, 6 score involvements. And they just work together. Then you've got like Heath Chapman playing at halfback, who's just a nightmare when he swings into the wing. They've got so many compliments that it's just spread. You know, there isn't a big daddy of Fremantle. What there is 6 or 7 guys who are the stepdad. Do you know what I mean? A real good stepdad as well. Sarong does the grunt work, wins the ball in the tight spaces. Brayshaw can play inside and out, can be the guy, but also can be the provider, hitting targets, playing loose. Sarong, he provides that speed, that zip. Then you've got Shai Bolton coming through there, who's dynamic. It's a real beautiful team. And it's not just a clearance type team. It's got precision, it's got versatility, it's got speed, it can play ugly, it can play sexy as well. It's a real well-balanced team. This is a top 4 quality midfield. And I don't think Fremantle get the respect they deserve. They really do have a tasty team. I think on paper, this is the best Fremantle side potentially we've ever seen, in my opinion. It really is. When you look as well, Walters floating through there. You know, we talked about Jackson as well, or Driscoll floating through there. Then you've got Cox and stuff like that who just are really good targets for them. This is a really solid team. Because they won this game, okay, you could say Melbourne lost this game 11 goals, 24, Pom. You've still got to put the points on the board. It's all right saying there's scores in the sheds, but when the scores are in the sheds and you're out there on the field play, hypothetical scores mean nothing. Walter's kicking 3, Josh Tracy looking in good touch. Patrick Voss pops up as well. Real solid, well-rounded display. For me, Fremantle might lack the incredible star that the other teams have. They've just got a real high 7 out of 10 all across the lines. I would say, pound for pound, you'd back Fremantle in. So, real strong performance from them. So what did we learn? That the trio, Track, Gawn and Oliver, is still the engine. And it needs to be more efficient going forward from the hard work them three do. Murphy Reid might be the surprise packet of 2025. Aidan Johnson looks a great pickup for Melbourne, and that's probably their question mark, that forward line. Shai Bolton is definitely the spark that could ignite a Fremantle dynasty. And Fremantle's midfield, just well structured, well balanced, ready to compete. They're the 5 things that I learned. Let me know what you did. What was your biggest takeaway? Can Fremantle push for the top 4 and even the flag? And can Melbourne sort that forward line out when they've got such a good back line and base line? Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe for all your AFL content. PommInOz is your one-stop shop. Can't wait to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it